7, the County Commissioners order, everyone please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, good morning. Good morning. Yes, higher arms tonight. Who's been sleeping in my house? We better not say that.
We better shut up.
Yeah,
You have to watch it.
good morning. Look at it.
Delete that from the record.
All right, well, I'd like to open up the public comments. Anyone has a public comment, I ask you to state your name and address. Give us 3 minutes. Move on. Yes, please.
Fred D'Amico, 6920 Ronjoy, East Portland, Ohio. I'm with the Youngstown Regional Film Commission. This year we got into the AFM film market, and this was a donation, $500 ticket that somebody bought for us when we got there, because we didn't have a donation to get there. We struggled, which is a shame, because while we were there, we actually had a $1 million movie we brought to town. Gerard Butler came to town. We utilized the float loan program out of Youngstown. It was great. It's a program that we put together. In the past, we had a film commission here. Here's the bylaws that were for the old film commission. Here's the employment agreement for the old film commission. Here's the old film commissioner, Rich Rosonian, claiming that he brought $3 million worth of local impact from Extreme Makeover and a few other things. I don't know, 2005, that really had the impact. He had a plan. What was funny is I came up with a guideline and a plan that's in a full proposal that was given over 4 years ago. Everything's outlined completely for the design, implementation of an industry infrastructure, not a film commission. At the same time, when I looked at my diagram, I then found a later diagram by Richards too, and it almost mimicked it. So it's a like-mindedness to say that this area could become what it is. And we've now brought in, and I want to be a clarification of last week. I mentioned, what, 600 rooms? Sorry. We just brought 1,200 hotel nights to this area. 1,035 at the Holiday Inn in Boardman, Mahoning County. The bed tax is what funded the last film commission, and there was an outlined budget, and it was for roughly $64,500 for the operating, and you had another for personnel. We're including $65 on the salary, plus benefits, and plus grant writer, marketing director. And he was given the tools and the opportunity, and he failed. And when he failed, I don't blame them.
No names.
When I came home, they just didn't want to have any problem with, a failure again. Nobody wants a failure. Youngstown, Ohio movies just don't mix, right? No, they do. Youngstown, Ohio is actually 45 to 55 minutes from 2 big film towns. The next step is getting people jobs here when they come, because this movie came and they hired some people. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send this to you guys if you want to see this stuff. I've sent stuff in the past to you before. It's something that's like 4 years ago, the prophecy's coming true. What is? We just brought money here, and you can check the facts. 1,034 hotel rooms. That's not including all the food and all the excitement that they spent around town and things that happen when they have their premiere and come back. The numbers are coming into the city of Youngstown. We'll know those numbers soon. They used a float loan. We're looking for a regional float loan at this point. We don't want to have to deal just with Youngstown's float loan and put the burden on Youngstown. What we'd like to do is have the county, all counties, just like the Western Reserve Film Commission was set up for the purpose of involving Mahoning, Trumbull, and Columbiana counties. But we also involve Ashtabula and Portage County, which we had with the Economic Development Director there as well. Great, they love this idea because it brings in jobs, brings in money that you've never seen before. What we're going to ask for this year is a support from the county to work with other county cities to, you guys handle it in a way that it's a proper setup like you designed before, which says one person from each county would be appointed to a new board of the Film Commission, which our Film Commission, nonprofit 501, is absolutely willing to put people on this board, and I am willing to step down to the executive director position only once the counties handle it. Because it is for the region. It's not for a private entity on any level. We're a nonprofit, and we've done very, very well with absolutely no support on so many levels, over 800,000. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Rick.
I just found
Anyone
this, so
else?
this is very interesting
Anybody
stuff.
else?
Anyone else like to speak? Okay, seeing none, we're on to approval of previous minutes of board meeting number 46 from Tuesday, November 21st, 2017. Approval of bills for payment.
So moved.
Second,
Roll call.
Commissioner Middy O'Geady?
yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes. Legal notices on B, request for proposal. Savings audit.
Oh. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, this is just in regards to a review that we're gonna have in the county of expenses of the minute. In regards to the whole county, this is a request for proposals that will go out, and when that comes back, then we'll have, it's more consulting type services for the county, just to do a second review. We have good staff to do, we think do a good job, but this is just a second review because, of course, we're looking at where we can save things, and this is a way that we can find those things.
Gotcha. Thanks, Wendy. Legal notices.
Motion to approve legal notice number 1.
Second,
Roll call.
Commissioner Middy O'Geady?
yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes. Journal entries.
Motion to approve journal entry number 1.
Second,
Roll call.
Commissioner Middy O'Geady?
yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes. Travels. Auditor.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This just covers the travel for the auditor's office. I attend the County Auditor Association meetings, their conferences, training conferences twice a year. The county auditor does handle all payroll, so I have payroll people who go to those. The county auditor, my folks come as relevant. GFOA is also in the state. I have a highly skilled real estate area and the best director of appraisals in the state working for me, and he goes to some of these also. Then we have our real estate people in seminars. We have continuing education to keep up with. The Tyler training is our main software for the county. And GIS in cooperation with our friends in the engineer's office. So this is a trainer. Most of this is in the state of Ohio. We do have some in Pennsylvania because we found free CPE in Cranberry. So that's it. Thank you.
All righty. So that gives us travels.
Motion to approve travels letters A, C, and D.
Second,
Roll call.
Commissioner Middy O'Geady?
yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Motion to approve travels letter B.
Second. Roll call.
Commissioner Middy O'Geady?
Abstain,
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes. Agreements. Commissioners, approval of settlement release agreement with Robin and Rocky Ritchie in the amount of $18,000. Non-general. Engineers. B.
Morning, everyone. Letter B is an agreement with United Survey to do some emergency repairs on culvert on Raccoon Road. A few months ago, we had some catastrophic failure of the roadway right near Kirk Road. OPWC awarded us some emergency money. It's going to cover 82% of the repair to the culvert, so we won't have this issue again.
Thanks, Ben. Jobs and family. Bob.
Good morning, Commissioner. This is an agreement with Sport Solutions for some equipment we have in child support to help us track obligated non-general funds.
Thanks, Bob. Lead base. Go.
Agreement with Arthur J. Gallagher for pollution insurance, non-general.
Thanks. Sanitary.
Yes, Commissioners, he's in agreement with the Environmental Design Group, and that's to perform engineering services related to, these are ongoing changes in our NPDES permits for our treatment plants, and one of those requirements is to have what they call a storm water management plan for each of your facilities, how you're going to properly conduct stormwater that comes through or is generated at the facility. And this involves also training of the employees to make sure that they're in compliance. And that was an agreement with Joseph Painting. This is related to preparatory work necessary for the ongoing improvements that we are doing at the Boardman wastewater plant.
All right, thanks, Bill. Motion to approve agreements.
Motion to approve agreements A through F.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Middy O'Geady?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes.
Commissioner Bidwell?
Yes, resolutions.
Motion to approve resolutions, number 1 additions.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Middy O'Geady?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes.
Commissioner Easton?
Yes. Resolutions, Commissioner Purchasing.
Good morning, everyone. This was just a communication error. The PO was ready to be given to the vendor, but it was overlooked that it was there to be available. There was nothing wrong with this.
Thanks, Jim. Commissioners, resolution to extend the time of the annexation petition request of 18.83 acres in Campfield Township until December 14, 2017, at their request. Facilities.
We had an emergency situation at the Justice Center where one of their main garage doors wasn't functioning. We called off a vendor. We had no idea what the anticipated expense would be, and went over $1,000. So it would have required a contract, and that's why it's here for your review today. The next one, Radio Sound, they kept sending the contract to the wrong addresses. We just got where it slipped through as far as renewing.
Okay, Jim, thank you. JJC.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
Nancy. This resolution is in support of juvenile court's participation in the BHJJ program and authorizes the juvenile court to execute all documents necessary in connection with Mahoning County Mental Health and Recovery Board's application for the administration of the grant.
Okay, thank you. OMB grants.
Anna and Dennis are both LA. This is a resolution approving the First Amendment to the 2016 Emergency Management Plan Performance Grant for an additional amount of $2,677.90. Other counties, when they do not use all the money, their funds that were allocated to them goes back, and then the other counties who have additional expenses can apply for them. And so this was Dennis applying for these funds on his behalf.
All right, thanks, sir. Treasurers.
Good morning, everyone.
Daniel.
Good morning.
You look mighty dapper there for an old guy.
Thank you. I'm an old guy, you're right about that. We're required to enter into an agreement with any financial institution with whom we may have a depository relationship, and those are to be renewed every 4 years, but we just recently did that. You just recently approved those for me. I was just in front of you with those. Included in those agreements are requirements of the bank or the financial institutions to collateralize any deposits that we have with them. The banks and the state treasurer have set up a pooled collateral system, so they're pooling their money together to collateralize our deposits. What you have in front of you today is amendments to the original agreements that cover that pooled collateral system. Now this involves 2 banks. So the problem with it, not the problem, normally I would wait until I had all these agreements at one time and bring them in front of you one time. But now they're going to trickle in. We don't know which banks are going to join, and we don't know when. So as they come in, I'm going to have to bring them in front of you. So we'll be doing this again. This covers Key Bank and PNC today.
All right, thanks, Dan.
Thank you.
Okay, motion to approve resolutions.
Motion to approve resolutions A through G.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Middy O'Geady?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes.
Commissioner Bidwell?
Yes. All right. That was short and sweet. Pat,
Hey,
you
it's
haven't let us
almost
know
60
yet.
and we're
So
in
far,
December.
you're okay. You're okay so far. But it's
I'm
getting,
happy with the weather.
getting close.
Give you an update, all of the OPWC paving, our countywide paving program is complete. We still have some shoulder backup to do on those roads. The Meridian Road project is still not complete. The contractor is still working on finishing up the job. There's some punch list items. There also was a water line break in the brand new pavement, so there's a section that's heaved. We're working with the city of Youngstown to have that repaired. So we're getting there.
Never ends, huh?
Again, I gotta overemphasize, there's still people out on the streets. We're trying to wrap up the construction before snow. Be careful also, it's hunting week, so a lot of deer running around, especially if you're in the rural parts. Just, be careful when you're driving.
In fact, you don't want to talk about that story and that nasty text you sent to me, Dave.
You can bring it up.
My buddy, the county engineer, I heard he got a deer the first day out, and I asked him if he went to a petting zoo, and that's how he was able to get that deer so quickly. We were hoping that he would stay out in the woods for a longer period of time, and his response was,
Well, wait a minute. I think the comment was, why don't you get lost in the woods for the whole week?
oh, that was it. Why didn't you get lost in the woods for the whole week? And his response was, I'll be willing to get lost in the woods for a week if you'll dress up like a deer and come looking for me.
Would you strike that from the records?
Never ends. Rotten old dog. Oh, well.
Chairman, yesterday we had the auditor sale. We had 10 properties. Now, we had a lot more when we started, 20-some, but the local land banks pick and choose their way through. So we came to the sale, 3 of the properties were turned over to land banks, 3 where there are no bids on, and 4 were sold. So I think Ohio Revised Code might be changing to tell me, we auditors were compelled to have at least once a year. It may be changing next year. With all the emergence of all the land banks, there's fewer properties out there. But I think it was a successful sale.
Excellent. Didn't sell any lakes or anything, did you?
No lakes. Lake Ditzler did not come back up this time around.
So who has that now? Or no one?
They can't
has
find
it?
the guy who bought it. He bought it for $50. He was supposed to make $1 million worth, or $250,000 worth of repairs, and nowhere to be found.
Well, maybe he's in the lake.
Okay,
I'm
then.
not gonna touch that one.
It won't come back around.
Get the dredge.
Because if he went on the tax rolls, if he doesn't pay his taxes, he'll come back around. It'll take at least a year and a half.
Is he local? Is he from around here?
Kind of.
I
There's
think it's
a
from
mailing
like
address in
Petersburg or
Lawrenceville
something,
also.
isn't it? Not Petersburg or something.
I don't know. No one seemed to be able to find it.
Yeah.
And I'm not looking.
Anyone else? Dennis?
Well, don't forget tomorrow's the parade, downtown Youngstown at 5:30. And then the lighting of the Christmas tree is at 7:15. And then if you have kids and grandkids, don't forget that Disney on Ice starts December 7th. Really enjoy it.
Beautiful. All right. Audrey?
I just wanted to follow up on last week with the bond ratings and how well that went. The revenue bonds did get sold, and our gross savings was in excess of $1 million on the refunding. Also, I think Ralph will be happy, he has a new trust indenture, so the auditors will love that when they come and review this year, so that's good. I want to really give compliments to Bill, Pat, his office for the amount of work that they did and working with everyone and getting all the information that needed to be done and getting that trust indenture reviewed and revised and everything else. So it's a good thing for the county. The refunding the revenue bond is still one of our, great, best ratings. Now we now have the county also have that too, but it's a good thing for the county and moving forward. And also, next week we'll be doing the resolution for the general fund and the justice fund for the appropriation resolutions.
Excellent. Thanks, Audrey. Yeah, what a great end result, Bill and Pat and Ralph and Audrey and all the staffs that did such a great job in making the presentation and selling our case. Yeah, Pat.
I gotta say, I think between Ralph's and my testimony at that hearing, I think that helped. I think we were close.
No
Not-
question.
Not to pat myself on the back.
No, you're absolutely right.
Especially Ralph too, I mean, we knocked it out.
So Bill, where were you at in all this?
Eating cheese sticks.
True story, true story. We turned him down though, that one really wasn't, you know, so it's,
Oh my God.
when we went into the office, you know, it was like, we were with our bond counsel that was there, Omar Canoon in Columbus, and we went in and yeah, we were like 20 minutes early, so we walked in and I gave Omar a hard time. Don't you have like, you know, like a little deli spread for us with some coffee and water or something, you know, we're, you know, gonna be here for hours. And he walks over and there was a refrigerator in the conference room. He opens it up and he goes, I got some cheese sticks in there. So that was it. That was all we had, was some cheese sticks, so.
Enough coffee?
Well, we ultimately made coffee too, yeah, but, I mean, it was,
That's all business, Carol. All
It's Omar.
It was Omar, it was all business, you know, it was all business.
That would have been
But
the
he had one of the
prerequisite.
Keurigs, that we all made a cup of coffee, but it went well. But you're right, Bill, that was about the size of it, so. It was a no frills meeting, that's for sure.
Absolutely was. We were lucky we had enough chairs.
Yes, we didn't even have enough chairs, we had to wheel them in from other offices for the conference room.
Wow.
But, yeah.
They weren't prepared for us, were they?
We were,
Well,
we
Omar's
were,
office. It was
we
rough.
showed up in numbers, that's for sure.
Well,
We were prepared though.
but
Yep.
well, when you save over 7%, that's a big deal.
Yeah, $1 million coming back,
Yep.
over $1 million. so.
You guys did an excellent job.
Yeah, very good, very good.
That's
Erica did
what,
fantastic
that's what
job,
you
too.
call a team effort.
Right.
Very
Any-
good.
Anyone else?
Thank you.
We got a float loan going in front of city council. Youngstown bringing 2.5 into our area. It's going to be written by two people from Canfield, Ohio. She's actually going to be bringing us a $300 and some thousand, maybe $400,000 horror movie in March as well. So regardless, we have a March project. Then I've got a guy flying in January who wants to meet as well. So this is really picking up. It's just a matter of let's just implement everything we already have. Let's get it going.
Good deal. Carol?
Everybody have a great weekend. Hopefully, we'll have the same beautiful weather we're having now. Be careful on the roads. Everybody's crazy. It's Christmas time. The malls are nuts. Be aware of your surroundings. And thank you for coming. Everything seems to be doing well for us in Mahoney County. The big push this was, the big news this week was the savings and percentages and the teamwork that went into that. And this is only a testament to what we have in Mahoney County. We have a great group of elected and department heads that all work together with us. That's a big deal. I don't know that you could find many counties like this in the state of Ohio. And I work with a lot of different ones with the state organization. There aren't too many like us. So I compliment our county and our people. That's all. I'm done.
I'd just like to echo what Carol and Dave said. We have excellent employees and department heads, and Audrey, Ralph, and everybody that's worked together on our financial team. The taxpayers should be very pleased to see the savings that Mahoney County has. Through a lot of years of tumultuous times, you know, with the dip in the economy and so forth and everything, we've been very strong. So we owe that to our team. I just want to congratulate the facility staff for the beautiful decorations here for Christmas. And there's one individual I want to notice here is Tyler. If you'd like to stand up and introduce yourself.
Hi, Grant Taylor. I'm a planner at Eastgate.
Oh.
Been trying to get around some different meetings, getting to know more of the people involved with the governments of Mahoning and Trumbull.
Grant, do you have to work with Janetti?
Not yet.
No?
Oh, hesitation. Pat.
Good luck with that.
I'm sure he's your friend.
Good luck with that, Grant.
Nice young man. Thanks for coming.
Well, I too think we've talked about it enough, but, great job on that. $1 million savings, Ralph's office, Pat's office, Bill, and Audrey, and everybody involved, so thank you very much. I also wanted to say, be careful out there, like Pat said, on the roads. And make sure you go to a giving treat, get some names, pick them up. There's a lot of people that are much less fortunate than us. Please make sure you participate if you have the ability to. And have a great weekend. And if you don't have anything to do, I have a lot of leaves. If you're collecting leaves for anything, maybe your kids want to paint on them or something, great big oak leaves, and you can have all you want for free over at my house. So come over and pick them up. They're all yours. All right.
When's the next meeting?
Our next meeting is Thursday, December the 7th, 2017, 10
Well, I'm
a.m.
meant to stay, that'll be.
Same time, same place, same bad station. Same bad time. D-Day.
No, that's not.
That's right.
It's Pearl Harbor Day. It's Pearl Harbor Day.
Pearl Harbor
D-Day.
Day. Yeah, not D-Day, I'm sorry.
D-Day, June 6th. Day.
Well, they only call it D-Day because of the other reason that.
He's gonna be 60, let's just, he got
60,
his
is that all?
AARP card already.
Oh, he's
You're
gonna
right,
die.
John, is that all?
On December 7th. Yeah, Pearl Harbor. My mother used to tell me in my younger days that I was born on Pearl Harbor Day because I was a retaliation against the Japanese. That was way back when in the 60s. So, anyway, very good. All right, with that said, I ask for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Yes.
Yes.